Front double bicep. That's what's up.
Got my lucky Canada jersey on, I'm dominating. I'm using the Force just like Harry Potter.
Use the Force, Harry.
Almost done with Sexification 2021. Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel, Atlas, and it is Monday, November 22nd. That means the end of week 15 of my 15-week Sexification 2021, and now I am very excited and relieved to announce that my Sexification 2021 has been completed. Everything is over. I was really happy when I stepped on the scale this morning. Actually, I was very surprised. You guys know that I started out back on August 9th weighing 393.6 pounds. So I was hoping, I said in last week's video, my goal was to have 100 pounds lost during these 15 weeks. I was hoping to see 293.4 pounds, which would have meant 100 pounds, but instead, Katina and I were both absolutely amazed, 285.2 pounds. That means I lost over 13 pounds during week 15. I spun over 20 hours while watching the 8 Harry Potter movies. But yeah, I lost 108.4 pounds during these past 15 weeks, and I am so happy about that. That is an awesome number that I worked very hard for. Today we're gonna be talking about what all I did throughout these past 15 weeks to just keep my motivation going, just everything that helped allow me to complete these 15 weeks successfully and get the results that I got. I am going to discuss 4 different points, with number 1 being exactly what I have on my shirt: fitness is recommended, nutrition is required. Back towards the beginning of this series, I filmed a video about my goals, and one of my primary goals regarding my behaviors was to throw a strike at least 6 out of the 7 days each week. And you do that, you throw a strike by having accurate aim, and you have accurate aim through your nutrition. So each day I wanted to end at a calorie deficit, but I still knew that I had to have enough food and beverages, enough fuel to power all of the workouts and the fitness stuff that I wanted to do. Only recommended, but I still wanted to get as much fitness and exercise and physical activity in so that I could burn as many extra calories as I could, in addition to what my pretty big body burns already. Along with throwing 6 strikes a week, I wanted to get at least 10,000 steps in each day, tracking it through my Garmin watch. And I also, more importantly, as far as extra calories burned, I wanted to cycle or spin on my bike Stacy down in the dungeon at least 10 hours a week. And I tried to get as many extra resistance training workouts as I could along the way whenever I had time. But anybody who's followed along these past 15 weeks, you guys all know that I was consistent. I met both my nutrition and my fitness goals a lot more often than not, because, as I've said before, consistency is key. You must, in order to achieve great results, you've got to unlock, you've got to unleash the power of consistency and momentum. As for point number 2, when I think about the foods and beverages that I consume, I think about the quality of the nutritional items, as far as I classify them as strikes, spares, open frames, and gutter balls. And if you know anything about bowling, you know what all 4 of those terms mean. So I try, of course, to focus more on the strikes and spares so that I can get as much quality nutrition as I could. I also use the same classification system to filter everything that I consume through the other 4 senses as well, in addition to what I eat and drink through my mouth, whether it be through my eyes, my ears, my nose, or through sense of touch. I get emails and messages very often from people who appreciate how positive the message and all of our videos are. I try to always focus on things that are positive, and I try to eliminate as often as possible anything that's negative, because all of you guys know that negative things can really suck the energy out of you. As I talked about in the home video, the home that I share with Katina, pretty much everything we have here tries to encourage creativity, positivity, and that's why we have the home gym. We both know what kind of strike and spare good habits help us, and then we also know which kind of open frame and gutter ball habits, bad habits, will hinder our progress. So we try to make sure all of the good habits are easier to do via the path of least resistance, and we also make sure that the unhelpful habits, the open frame and gutter ball ones, those are harder to do. We also make sure to keep all of the high calorie tempting foods and beverages out of the refrigerator and pantry. If we want those, we've got to go out to eat or something like that. Those are just harder to do. All of the healthier foods that are strikes and spares, we focus on those. That is what we keep in our kitchen. So that allows us both to be successful with our physique goals. I also make sure that everything I read, listen to, and watch, whether it be on social media, the radio, on TV, Netflix, whatever it is, I always make sure to focus on the positive stuff that will help me achieve my goals, help me stay motivated, and I kind of filter out, I avoid all of the negative stuff, whether it be negative stuff on the news, stuff that I can't control really. All of that negative energy will suck out my own energy that I would much rather spend on the positive things and working on all of the goals that I want to accomplish. So it is a lot easier when you avoid the negativity and just focus on the uplifting, encouraging, positive stuff. I try to think of my body as a high performance machine. I focus on fueling it with strikes and spares and not so many open frames and gutter balls. I also do that with my mind. I try to focus on all the positive things, these strikes and spares, that will help me succeed. All of that negative gunk is gonna ruin the performance of my mind, and that is why I focus on all the premium stuff, these strikes and the spares. Just not only my body, but my mind runs a lot better. As for point number 3, teamwork makes the dream work. Now, I was always in full control of what I was consuming and all of the exercise, and yes, I of course did that by myself. I didn't have anybody carrying me along, but I did not accomplish all of my goals these past 15 weeks by myself. Now, this is of course sucking up to my beautiful girlfriend because I cannot say enough about how many things she helped me with during these past 15 weeks. I've got my full-time internship that I'm doing through Mount Mary University. That's like 40 to 50 hours a week. I also have graduate school, and then everything that I have to do for my websites and channels, that's all full-time too. Also trying to sleep, get these 6 hours or more of sleep each night, along with doing all of the exercise and fitness stuff that I wanted to do. Katina was a massive help with all of the miscellaneous things, not only just keeping everything positive, encouraging for me, but she helped with meals, she helped with just a number of things. So if you are trying to lose weight, it is gonna be a lot easier, no matter what your fitness goals are, to have other people on your team. Whether you have roommates, a significant other, wife, husband, whatever it is, get them on your team. It's a lot easier. Big thank you to Katina for all of her help. And now she's not the only one. My family was encouraging, mom and dad and my sister, through all the phone calls and texts these past 15 weeks. But yeah, you guys are all on my team too. I really appreciate it. All of the messages, all of the comments, all of the positive encouragement. It was just all really helpful to help me stay motivated on track. So you guys are on the team too. You guys are part of these over 100 pounds lost, and I hope you all continue to be part of all the upcoming food challenges that I'll be doing after Thanksgiving. But thank you guys all for your awesome support. As for point number 4, absolutely everything that I did these past 15 weeks all worked towards the unified goal of weight loss. And as you can see, I was successful with that because of all the consistency, taking advantage of the power of momentum. Now, obviously not everything I did was helpful. I'm of course not perfect, but overall, I had great consistency and momentum. That's because my nutrition was aimed at weight loss. My fitness was aimed at weight loss. Everything was aimed at weight loss. It was a very high priority that I was able to stick to for the past 15 weeks. A lot of people, when they are trying to lose weight, they just won't be real consistent, or else some of their goals aren't really compatible with what they're really trying to accomplish. Now, every day I woke up with the intention, the goal to throw a strike. Now, I of course didn't throw a strike every day, but I tried my best. And when I didn't, I made sure to learn what I could from whatever I did that was inaccurate, and then the next morning I woke up focused on throwing another strike that day because I knew that if I kept on throwing strikes and spares, they would continually build off of each other, and eventually, after so much time went by, I'd be really happy with the results. And as you guys already know from the beginning, I was really happy. But without further ado, let's get down to the dungeon and we'll talk about how week 15 went. I wanted to end the sexification with a boom, and I did that by creating my own Hell Week, AKA Harry Potter Week. Each day, my goal was to ride on my spin bike Stacy while watching one of the movies from the Harry Potter series, and I plan to do a 2-a-day with movies number 7 and 8 about the Deathly Hallows on Sunday, and I was able to successfully complete that. It was over 20 hours of riding, which is definitely a new PR. Before that, it was like 17 or something. No, actually, yeah, 17 hours and 4 minutes during week 13. But let's just go through. First of all, we'll talk about where we weren't perfect. Everything else was perfect besides my sleep. I was very bad on sleep, but when you're trying to ride 20 hours while doing an internship and the channels and everything else, sleep took a back seat. So I am sleeping more moving forward, but on Monday, 6:15, and then I did great on Tuesday, 7:41, but then it's all downhill. 3 hours, 58 minutes, 4 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours, 48 minutes, 6:11, and then 6:26. I had the opportunity to sleep more on Saturday and Sunday, but I think because of how much riding I was doing, my body just didn't really want to sleep. So that is okay. I will get better at that. I did hit my 10,000 steps 6 of the days, 12,000, 12,000, almost 11,000. I did not hit it on Thursday. I just didn't have the time, and I still wanted to get a big bike ride in. So didn't hit it there, but then 11,400, 13,600 on Saturday. Katina and I did a whole bunch of yard work, a lot of raking leaves and stuff to get ready for us to go home to my family's for Thanksgiving. So we did a lot of extra walking and yard work there in addition to riding. And then on Sunday we did more work, plus I walked 10,000 just over that. But yeah, let's look at the riding. 2 hours, 41 minutes, 2 hours, 31 minutes, 2:21, 2:45, 2:17, 2:40, and then I did the 2-a-day, 4 hours and 50 minutes. So when I finished up the second movie yesterday, let's just say I was very relieved, but I was very proud because like I said, this is a new PR. I rode 307.75 virtual miles, which totaled on Zwift 17,890 virtual feet of elevation, 20 hours and 9 minutes. And what I'm most happy about is that I was still able to be seated at the end. So I guess my tailbone pad is pretty resilient. It also helps that I'm lighter too. I'll be able to do longer rides moving forward, but I'll of course be, like I've said before, focused on weight resistance, weightlifting, body weight stuff, pull-ups, push-ups, military press, all stuff on the total gym until I'm a little bit lighter, and then I can do the actual stuff like pull-ups and all that. But yeah, you guys know 108.4 pounds for everybody outside the United States, 49.3 kilograms, or if you're in the UK or Ireland, I think those are the only two that use this, but 7.75 stone. So yeah, I am just really happy with how not only week 15 went, but just how all 15 weeks of Sexification 2021 went. I am excited to go home with Katina to spend Thanksgiving with my family. We are going to do a 5K on Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna be wearing my turkey suit, gobble, gobble, gobble. A video about that we'll post next Friday, and then the Friday after that, in December, I'll be posting a video all about my blood levels that I will get tested a few days after Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'll have more update videos about everything in the future, and then follow along with all my social media posts. But lots more upcoming. As I said earlier, you guys are on my team and you are a big help. I really appreciate the support. But until my next video, this is Randy Santel, Atlas, hoping you guys always, always, always win before you begin.